Hello, my dear student. Good morning, all of you. I am Desli Shital from RBA Junior College, Maligaon Camp. Today we started our chemistry session, chapter number 3, Ionic Equilibria. For study the ionic equilibria, first is important, that is what is meant by chemical equilibrium, which we studied in 11th standard. The state of a chemical reaction at which rate of forward reaction and backward reaction are equal and concentration of reactant and product. In this chemical equilibrium, we plot a graph rate versus time. Rate are equal, not changes, and if we plot a graph amount versus time, also there is no change. But in ionic equilibrium takes place in between ions and unionized molecule. Hence we define as the equilibrium between ions and unionized molecule in solution is called as ionic equilibrium. pH is a measure of acidity or alkalinity of solution. Next point is the electrolytes. Electrolytes are the substances which give rise to ions when dissolved in water are electrolyte, or that produce an electricity conducting solution when dissolved in polar solvent such as water. In electrolytes, electro means chargeable molecule and lights mean break. If we take NaCl molecule and dissolve in dilute solution, gives Na plus and Cl minus ion in dissociated form. There are two types of electrolytes, strong electrolytes and weak electrolytes. In strong electrolytes, ionizing completely or almost completely are strong electrolytes. For example, strong acids, strong bases and salt. But in weak electrolyte, the electrolytes which dissociated to a smaller extent in aqueous solution are weak electrolytes. For example, weak acid, weak bases belong to this class. But non-electrolyte are those which do not ionize and exist as a molecule in aqueous solution. The non-electrolytes are the covalent compounds. Strong electrolytes produce large quantities of free moving aqueous ion, whereas the weak electrolytes produce only small quantities of free moving aqueous ions. We see the difference between strong electrolytes and weak electrolytes. Strong electrolytes ionizing completely or dissociate completely, but weak electrolytes are partially dissociated into its ion. Strong electrolytes are good conductor of electricity, but the weak electrolytes are the poor conductor of electricity or bad conductor of electricity. Strong electrolytes includes strong acids, strong bases and some salts, and weak electrolytes are includes weak acid, weak bases and some salt. For example, strong acid, that is HCl, HBr, NaOH, KOH. For example of strong electrolytes, that is strong acid, strong bases and salts. An example of weak electrolytes, that is weak acid and weak bases. Strong acids, which are the HI, HBr, HCl, HNO3 and H2SO4. Strong bases, which are the LiOH, NaOH, KOH, RbOH, CHOH, and soluble salt, which are found, that is NaCl, MgSO4, K2Cr2O7, NH4NO3, etc. Next point is the degree of dissociation, that is denoted by alpha. The degree of dissociation of an electrolyte is defined as the fraction of total number of moles of the electrolytes that dissociates into its ion when an equilibrium is reached. It is given by the expression that is alpha is equal to number of moles dissociated divided by total number of moles. The percent dissociation is equal to alpha into 100. The concentration of each type of ion in aqueous solution is a product of concentration of electrolyte and its degree of dissociation. Thus, if C is the molar concentration of an electrolyte, then the equilibrium concentration of cation or anion is equal to alpha into C. Next point is the acid and bases. Acid and bases are the familiar chemical compound. That is, acetic acid is found in vinegar, citric acid in lemon, magnesium hydroxide in antacid, ammonia used in household cleaning products. The tartaric acid is present in tamarind paste. These are some acid and bases we come across in our everyday life. We all acids and bases are all known. According to these acid and bases, three theories are found. First is the Arrhenius theory of acid. Arrhenius was the Swedish chemist. He put forward a theory of acid in the 1880s. He stated that acid is a substance that dissociates in water and to form H plus ion. According to Arrhenius theory, acid which contain hydrogen and gives rise to H plus ion in aqueous solution. For example, HCl. HCl when break gives H plus and Cl minus ion in aqueous solution or dilute solution of water, and H plus ion is water as a bare ion. They hydrate in aqueous solution and thus represented as hydronium ion, that is H3O plus. We herewith conveniently represent them as H plus ion. And base, which are the substance that contain OH minus group and produce hydroxide ion OH minus in aqueous solution. For example, NaOH gives Na plus and OH minus ion, and also NH4OH gives NH4 plus and OH minus ion. Next point is the limitation of Arrhenius theory. First limitation is in this H plus does not exist in solution and it is only applicable for aqueous solution. It does not account for the basicity of NH3 and NO2CO3, which do not have OH group, and it does not explain acidic and basic character of certain substances such as NH3, Na2CO3, CaO and CO2. It could not explain the reaction between acid and bases in absence of water. Second theory is the Bronsted-Lowry theory. J.N. Bronsted and T.M. Lowry proposed proton transfer theory in 1923. This theory is according to this theory, acid and bases are defined as the acids are the proton donor and adds H plus to solvent, and bases, which are the proton acceptor, removes H plus from solvent, are the bases. For example, HCl and NH4 plus are proton donors and act as a acid. The NH3 and Cl minus are proton acceptor and act as a bases. Further, it follows that the product of the Bronsted-Lowry acid-base reaction are acid and bases. Next point is in Lowry-Bronsted theory, that is conjugate acid and base. Conjugate base of acid which produced by accept proton from acid, conjugate acid of base, and the acid which produced by when base accept a proton is conjugate acid of that base. Next point, we see the advantages of Bronsted-Lowry concept. First advantage is it not limited to molecule but includes even the ionic species to act as acid or bases. Second advantage is it does not require aqueous medium to explain acidic or basic nature. Third advantage is it can explain the basic nature of ions or molecules having number of OH minus ion, for example NH3, Na2CO3, etc. Limitation of Bronsted-Lowry concept is, first limitation is it could not explain the acidic and basic nature of compounds having number of tendency to lose or gain H plus ion, for example CO2, NH2, SO2, SO3, etc. Second is it could not explain the basic nature of compounds having OH minus ion, example NaOH, CaOH, thrice KaOH, etc. The third theory for acid and bases is more generalized theory, that is Lewis theory, is put forward by Jean Lewis in 1923. According to this theory, acid is any species that accept a share in an electron pair is called Lewis acid, and base, which are the any species that donates a share in an electron pair, is called Lewis base. For example is BH3 and NH3 molecule. In this reaction, BH3 act as a Lewis acid because it accepts a shared pair of electron, and NH3 is act as a base because it donates a shared pair of electron. We see the three theories according to acid and bases. First is RNS, second Bronsted-Lowry, third is the Lewis theory. According to RNS theory, in which acid are which contain H plus ion in dilute solution, and bases which contain OS minus ion in water. Second theory is Lowry-Bronsted theory. In this, acid is the H plus donor, means proton donor, and base is the accept H plus, means proton acceptor. And third theory is the Lewis theory. In this Lewis theory, the acid which accept electron share pair and base which donate the share pair of electron. We recall three theories and recall the examples of these theories. First, RNS, HCl gives H plus and Cl minus ion. For acid, NaOH gives Na plus OH minus ion. Second theory, HCl plus NH3 in at equilibrium gives NH4 plus Cl minus ion. In this, HCl is acid and NH4 plus is acid, NH3 base and Cl minus is base. Third example is BH3 and NH3 molecule for Lewis theory. In this reaction, BH3 act as a Lewis acid because it accepts share pair of electron, and NH3 is base, donate share pair of electron. The next point is the amphoteric nature of water. Water has the ability to act as acid as well as the base. Such behavior of water is known as the amphoteric nature of water. For example, H2O plus NH3 at equilibrium gives OH minus plus NH4 plus ion. Second, H2O plus HCl at equilibrium gives H3O plus Cl minus ion. In the above two reactions, H2O acts as an acid towards NH3 and it acts as a base towards HCl. Therefore, the nature of water is known as amphoteric nature. The symbol of H plus is commonly describing protolytic reaction, though there are no free protons in water or aqueous solution. H plus must be always taken as a simplified notation of hydronium ions H3O plus as well as of more hydrated H plus H2O ions.